How's it going? I'm going to do a little refresher on a couple pieces of silver that have got some schmutz on them, but I figured I'd show you. I've got this empty maple, Canadian maple tube, and some maples that I've got, random ones that I've got over time. And it's kind of motivating to get an empty tube and just start filling it up over time. I've got some different, I've got a monster box of these, but I just end up acquiring them just through random purchases, or like this from Bullion Exchanges. They had a 1 ounce Canadian maple at spot, and so whenever you can get stuff at spot, then you just get it. So I ended up getting a few other ones. I probably got this from another online dealer that had a sale on 1 ounce silver coins, our choice or random design. That's where a lot of these things come from. So I got 2 of the 2025s, I got a 2024, and then a 2014 silver maples. These are super popular. And so I'll just work on this tube, slowly fill it up. I have these ones out also. They make another tube just like this, but it's got a different color top. I don't want to use this, but these are 1.5 ounce coins. Kind of an odd weight, so a lot of times you find these on super cheap sales at places, because who wants to buy 1.5 ounces? I mean, it's like kind of an odd weight. I don't know why they would make them, but they're 4.9's fine. They're really beautiful coins. I've got this is a 2018 owl. I think this is a wedge-tailed eagle. I'm not sure. 2016. This one is Ice Bear. I was looking for the year. Oh, it's 2013. Looks like a polar bear, and then I've got another polar bear here with cub from 2015. This one actually, I bought this one in Denver when I was there with the Economic Ninja, and I were there probably like 3 or 4 years ago. We were meeting with some people and had a big old party, and whenever we traveled together, I would always go make it a point to find a local coin shop and buy 1 ounce of silver. This one happened to be 1.5 ounces. I got 1 ounce of silver at the when I was at the Red Pill Expo in Louisiana one year. I think the Economic Ninja and I went down there. I think that was 3 years ago, and I got silver Aztec, I think, down there at a local coin shop. But I need to get one of these tubes with a different colored lid. They make them just for these kind of items. And so I'll start filling it up with these 1.5 ounce things until I get a full tube. It gives you just something to shoot for. And it adds up over time. You know, you can end up getting hundreds of thousands of dollars in precious metals just by going a little bit at a time here and there. So I've got some stuff. I'm going to start right off with the heavy hitter right here. The one I really wanted. This is Ducati, 1996 Ducati silver round. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you on the last video. It's serial numbered on the rim. Let me see if I can zoom in. It's a DM03825. Really cool promotional round. Probably something internal from Ducati. I don't know. Maybe you bought one. Maybe you got one of these for free when you bought a 916 or something. So here's what it looks like before. You can see it's got that crud around the rim. It just takes a quick dip in this stuff for it to clear it up. I'll do a quick rinse in some plain water here. And then I'll dry this thing off. Just pat it dry. Now it's got water spots all over it. But bam, look at that. Looks like brand new. That is amazing. So I'm gonna I'm probably going to buy a Ducati relatively soon, as soon as I find a smoking deal. The prices on stuff is going down so much that I'm having a hard time resisting buying everything I see. The prices of cars are going down. Real estate is absolutely crashing. They're not reporting that much about it on the news, but they will be. Just like 2007, I think it was Ben Bernanke was saying, oh, the prices all over the country can't all go down at the same time. That's impossible. In 2008, you had reporters crying on television because the whole economy was collapsing. So check out this National Bar. I cut this out of the seal, the actual mint seal, but it's got that frosted grossness on it. So I'm going to encapsulate this one. This was a Merry Christmas from 1990. And let me know if you've got any resource to figure out the mintage on this one. I couldn't find it in any of my silver guidebooks. So let's check this sucker out, see what this thing looks like after a dip. Please don't drop it. This one doesn't look like it's coming out as nice. But well, maybe it is. Maybe it just had to sit in there for a second. Drop it in the old water. Yeah, this one might need a redip. I think it loosened up the crud on it, but didn't eliminate it. But it is way brighter. Look at that. I'm going to redunk it, I think. I'll do a quick redunk after I dry it off a second here. This was in the, I cut this out of the mint, the actual mint seal. Look at that. That might be good enough. What do you think? That's good enough. I don't want to risk etching it. So it's loosened up all the crud around it, so it looks great now. Almost a mirrored finish on the back, and I'll put it back in the capsule. There was a different bar that was in this capsule. Actually, this bar wasn't it. This gold way. It's all jacked up and beat up looking. Didn't need to be in a capsule. But this one does. So this one will go in my Christmas. I've got a Christmas guardhouse box dedicated just to Christmas stuff. And then I wanted to, in my last video when I showed these that I got from the coin shop, I wanted to dip this one because this one is perfect. It's in perfect shape. If I can get it out of the capsule. Boom. It's in perfect shape as far as no dings or dents. So it probably lived its entire life in the capsule, but it's got that frosting on there. And let me know if you know anything about this. This is a National Mint of the United States, souvenir of Guam. And I don't know anything about this thing. I got a lot of stuff on that coin shop haul that I don't have no idea what it is. I'll put a link to it in the end screen. It'll be one of the things you can click there. Splash down in some water here. Yeah, that loosens up the crud. But it still needs a little bit of a splash around in here to get the loose stuff off there. Should have run it through the dishwasher. Not really, don't run your silver through the dishwasher, that would probably destroy it. So this still has kind of some ugliness around the edge, I guess. It does kind of just wipe freely off, but look how much brighter that is. This one I'll actually put back in the capsule because it's in such great shape. Hopefully you guys are still buying precious metals or anything really. I bought this at a pawn shop the other day for $1. It's a DVD, Death Race 2000. This is a really good cult movie. It's funny, action-packed. Sylvester Stallone. And whip out your other phone, because I know you got two phones. Scan that barcode, that eBay barcode, and see how much they're selling for. Good deal on this. So even things like that are an investment. You can invest in DVDs. So that's that. Let's see. I got a couple other things here that I wanted to see if I can spruce up. I got this thing. It's kind of got this weird yellowing to it and ugliness around the rim. But this thing is super detailed. If you can see the ship in the background, if it'll focus. I figured this stuff is really good on the coins. Doesn't really damage them. Of course, don't clean any coins ever. Don't ever do what I'm doing actually, because I don't care. I don't mind if I buy this stuff for the silver weight. I'm not a numismatist, and if you are, you could potentially destroy the value of a rare coin by cleaning it. These, I think this stuff is the stuff that like places like NGC and PCGS use. But that really made that a lot better, didn't it? Holy cow. What a difference. Unless you know what you're doing, I wouldn't clean these things. So that's my disclaimer. Never clean your coins. Maybe I'll put that in the title, never clean your coins, but I'm going to clean my coins. But that actually turned out wicked. I might need to get an actual capsule for that thing. I got these Millennium Eagles too. That's kind of gross looking. These coin cleaning videos, people seem to like it. It's kind of therapeutic, I guess. Plus I can interject some whimsy into it. And some helpful tips like never clean your coins. Boom. That just splashed all over the place. Alright, let's see what this thing looks like. Hopefully the sound and picture is good. This camera was kind of expensive. It kind of freed it up a bit. I don't know what this black schmutz is under that wing, but it can stay there. Still got some goofiness there, but I don't want to push it, because if you leave it in this stuff too long, it can etch it, I think. So it can make this mirrored background look frosted. So this one's kind of a cool one, but it's got all these fingerprints. And this is actually made to get rid of fingerprints. So a quick splash, you're not supposed to leave them in there for more than 15 seconds. So I even try to leave it in there for not even 5 seconds before I rinse them off. And I'm probably not doing this right. So you're supposed to rinse them off with distilled water, but I don't have hard water where I'm at, so it's not bad. So look at how that thing looks killer too. Now the stuff in the fields, it looks like there's like water spots. It'll look better as it dries. This is a Worldwide Mint made this, and I have no information about it. I can't find any information on that thing either. So I guess that's it. That's all the stuff that's worth cleaning. This thing's just scratched up. This would do nothing. It would look the exact same if I put it in there, because that's all surface abrasions. This was just in the junk bin. Actually, this was in the capsule in this condition, and this was in its factory seal. But I wanted to get this out of it and in a capsule, because this is going into my Christmas guardhouse box. I've got a guardhouse box I'm filling up with Christmas bars. And that's the progress. Anyway, that's it. Find an empty tube and start filling it slowly. And if you don't stack precious metals currently, and you're just watching this just watch some idiot clean some coins that they shouldn't be, go to your local coin shop and find buy 2 ounces of silver. Right now you should be able to get them for around $38 each, under $40 each, so it'd be 80 bucks for 2 coins, under 80 bucks for 2 coins, probably around $78 or $76. Get 2 coins. Don't buy super pretty ones. Don't buy the ones in the capsule. Ask them, tell them you're interested in getting started in silver stacking, and you were told by a super famous YouTuber that everybody loves, World Money Wins, to buy the 2 cheapest silver rounds you can get, and you want to be able to clank them together. Tell them you don't want anything collectible, you want the cheapest so you can make that noise. And after you get a couple and play around with them, just leave them on your desk. You don't have to lock them up in a vault or anything like that. If you just got 2 of them, just put them on your desk next to your pistol or whatever. And then clank them together, and it'll make you think. It'll change things. You'll want to get more. And if you get more, this is real wealth. That's real money. And these are food stamps.